Okay, so in this lecture, we are going to see the implementation part of our content marketing strategy. Okay, so let us take a hypothetical case wherein let us think we want to start a digital marketing agency and we are a startup. So we want to start a digital marketing agency and ours is a startup and we want to do a website for our own digital marketing agency. And what is the service which we are providing? The website design for other companies. And we want other companies to come and ask us or give us a service to design their website. So that is our use case, let us suppose. Now to design a website for a digital marketing agency, how do we do it is a question. So that's what we are going to see now. Okay, so what are our steps, right? First we need to have a goal before designing the website, and goal should be measurable. So this is how we will measure the goal. Okay, so I'm saying I need to have at least 50 recurring users per day, okay, and also 500 unique users per day. This is my goal in let us suppose in coming 1 year. So I'll start my website, and after 1 year I'll integrate this website with the analytics, and when I see the analytics reporting, I should be able to see 50 people, at least 50 people recurring per day, and 500 unique people visiting per day. So this is my goal. So now once I set that goal, how do I make it happen? That plan will come. So you just shouldn't say that I just want to start a website and I'll just create a website and sit there, right? But it will not work like that. If you design a website like that, it will not fetch you any result, right? Because you need to have a goal. And why are we saying that 50 recurring users should be there and 500 unique? What is the advantage I get if there are 50 recurring users and 500 unique users? So again, we need to remember our marketing funnel. Okay, so you need to create more awareness about your brand, right? So if there are 500 unique users visiting your website per day, then imagine how much brand awareness you are creating, right? And then if you have 50 recurring users at least, then it means that the more time people spend on your website, the more is the chance of conversion, the more is the likelihood that they are going to take your service or product, right? So always remember that you set your website goals like this. So if you are starting up, but if you are already an established company, then you must have the goals on the sales, not only on the awareness part, like creating the unique visitors and all that, but how much conversion are you getting? Are you able to convert your unique users into leads and leads into customers? So at the customer point, you need to have the goal, right? If you are just starting up, then your main aim would be to actually create the awareness, so you can have the goals around that. So goal setting is very, very important. Okay, so then once you set those goals, now how do you create the content, right? So what content you need to create in order to achieve this particular goal, right? So then when it comes to content creation part, then you need to think about persona. So now we are talking about a B2B scenario. So right, in a B2B scenario, you are a business and you are asking another business to invest in you so that you make a website to them, right? So it is a B2B business. So and B2C business is like you are a business selling some product to the customer, like a toothpaste or something, right? Where the end customer will directly buy a product from you. But our use case is a B2B case, right? We are selling our services and product to the business owners, like to another business basically. So what you need to take care when you are taking care of the B2B scenario is, first you need to take care of the industry verticals. So what are all the industry verticals you are targeting? So the more industry verticals you are targeting, the more is the scope you are creating for the people to hit your website and land upon your website, right? So you need to first analyze what are industry verticals you want to target, and this shouldn't be random. So you should think about your own expertise, and you also should think about your experience and the networking which you have. And based on that, you need to decide upon which verticals, which industry verticals you will target. So this is the first step in defining the persona. Now the second step would be, what are all the roles involved in decision making. Let us suppose I am a business and I want to give a service to you to design the website. But to make that decision, what are all the roles which are involved? Right? It is not that just one person will make a decision and give the project to someone, right? It might happen in a startup world, wherein one startup is asking his friend to do some website. But if you are actually targeting a real big company, right, a real big organization, then it doesn't work that way. So you need to think through all the roles which you want to satisfy before a final decision is made, right? In this case, to give the website development contract to some company, which is our company, right? So that you need to think through. So the first role could be the business owner, right? So how will the business owner think? Now the intent part comes. Okay, you need to think like a business owner. The business owner in hospitality vertical may not be thinking same as the manufacturing vertical. So that is why first we need to sort out the vertical. Okay, in that vertical, how is the business owner thinking? So this is why the way he thinks, right? I have 10 rupees. I just want to make it 20 rupees. Just tell me the ways in which I can make it 20 rupees, right? He has certain investment and he wants to double it or triple it in certain period of time. That's his motto. So are you addressing, is your content, any of your content on your website addressing him? That you need to think through. And there'll be a marketing team, because you are digital marketing agency. There is a marketing team also there. The industry which you are targeting, let us suppose manufacturing sector, they already have certain product, and maybe their marketing team is doing a door-to-door sales or door-to-door marketing, right? How will this digital marketing help the marketing team in solving their problems? Are you addressing that? Is the content in your website addressing this particular role? That you need to think through. Then the third one is the technical architect, right? You propose something, that you invest in this particular technology, that I create a website using so and so content management system or so and so technologies like Angular or HTML or JavaScript or something, right? But and you sell that idea to the business owner, but he may not know the technical part of it, right? So he will ask his technical architect to take the decision. Whatever he is saying, is it right or wrong? That a technical architect has to see. Then how will he think what is the intent of the technical architect, right? So he will think, okay, so I have the existing systems, like these are my legacy systems, backend systems. Is your website able to integrate with all these systems? If it has to integrate, in what technology I have to create, right? How this integration happens? So is your content addressing that in that particular vertical? Do you have any content like that in your website to solve that problem of the technical architect? That is the intent of the technical architect. He has a problem. He wants to develop a website which can integrate with all his ecosystem, existing ecosystem. But how does he do that? If you are able to solve his problem through your content, then there is a chance that he will come onto your website, read your blog or something, get to know about your company. Then there might be a chance that a contract might be awarded to you, right? Then the third angle is the project manager angle, wherein, okay, I have I know what to do, I know what technology to use, but for integration and all these things, what are the different teams required and how should they be aligned, how much time it will take, how much money, how should the budgeting happen, and all these things, right? So we might have to talk through those things also, right? So what content we need to put in the website to address all these things, all these roles, or are we addressing only 2 roles? That is also fine, but you need to make a decision that I will address only these 2 roles, or these 3 roles and leave the project manager role, because if you tell everything, then what is the point, right? There is nothing which you are keeping for yourself, then why should anyone award you the project? So you must decide on which roles you are addressing, which problems you are addressing. So this is what is we call as intent. So the intent will come once you decide the industry, and then once you decide which roles you need to target, then comes the intent. Okay, so then we also need to think through the personality angle also. So these are the things which you need to consider: the age, gender, demography, working conditions, etc., etc. So let us suppose we are in the hospitality and tourism sector, and we are in the marketing team, and we know that in hospitality and tourism marketing team, most of them are females. Okay, so this will give an indication as to how our UI design of the website should be, because any design will reflect a personality. So there are certain colors which a particular gender will like. There is certain design which a particular age will like. Right? So if you are designing a website for children, you might want to use some certain animation, certain graphics, versus when you are designing with the website for the old people, right, wherein you will have to make sure that they are able to see your text, they are legible and all that, right? So all these personalization aspect of the website are very, very important, and these are the factors which will make your users to stay on your website. So once they land upon your website, they shouldn't feel suffocated or agitated, right? They should stay on your website. It should be playful, happy, and they should be able to spend hours and hours on your website, right? So that is our aim. The more the time they spend on your website, the more will be the conversion, right? So you need to take care all this personality angle also, all this age, gender, demographics, and based on this design your website in such a way that it will give a happy feeling to your target audience. Okay, so once you document all these things, then you will get what is the intent, right? What is the business owner in a particular industry vertical of this particular age, for a company who is a business owner of an organization which is employing like 1,000 people and has a revenue bracket of this much. What is he looking for? That is the intent. So that you need to document, and that is the problem you are trying to solve for him. You are trying to so let us suppose a business owner is there in a educational sector or a manufacturing sector. Now how can you his problem is that he wants to just double his revenue. How are you solving that particular problem with your service or with your product? That needs to come up. That is the intent which you are addressing. The intent of the business owner is to increase the revenue or get the profits. How is your service or product solving that problem? That you need to write a blog. Okay, then you are giving a best user experience, and then when people search for that particular intent, now based upon that intent you will get the search word, right? So let us suppose you are in a industry vertical, then he might search what are the latest digital trends in that particular vertical, right, so that I can increase my profit. So he might search like that, right? So those search words you need to document. How a typical business owner or a marketing person of a particular industry vertical would search for his problem, to solve his problem, that you need to think through. And that search words you need to keep it as a meta tags in your HTML. So then what happens, or you need to keep it as a headings, titles, right? And then what happens, the search engine, whether it is Google or Yahoo or any search engine, right, it is always looking for the words which the customer is searching for, right? And what is the customer searching for? That word is coming from his intent, and what is his intent is dependent upon what is the persona you are looking at, right? So all these are interdependent, and once you get the search words, then you will start creating the content which is in the form of blogs, to address that particular need of that particular customer. So the more the content you create, the more wide audience you reach, and the more wide audience you reach and the more time they spend on your website, the more will be the conversion. So that is the aim of the any website. Okay, so this is how you will need to plan to design any website. Hope you are clear with this. Thank you.